top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose, make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on it.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Tennessee Titans.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. 8th in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He finds Corey Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 38 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Smith. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Smith. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Back to throw, Smith. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Pollard going to try the right side. And they'll work this down to the 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Geno Smith taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. This one caught by Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Smith. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Smith's throw into the hands of Pickens. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Patriots. George Pickens as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it's the Pittsburgh Steelers who are moving on as they were able to knock off.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that one hurts defensively. They forced him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Smith's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A run for Pollard. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. From the 44, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw again on 2nd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, When they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, it's Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Rodgers. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he will have a Titans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Evans has it left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Rodgers to throw. Over the middle to Evans. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Juwan Johnson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Pats at the line, ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Right side to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Smith's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He completes it. They've got a first down. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Pats answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish. And this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh yeah, you feel real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who travel to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
My time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We about to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year in 2019, and that's Ryan Tannehill.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win. That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. First carry for Nick Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. This will be fielded at the 17. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Geno on 1st down. Finding Taysom Hill complete. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a night.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on the scoreboard.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And now a throw on first.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tannehill on 3rd down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devontae Parker from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Brian Johnson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away from the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jameson Williams, 77 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here that's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Here's Tress Way now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith. It's Williams on the catch. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Off of play action, here's Smith. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Smith. Throw right side, complete to Williams. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To the air again, Smith.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be fielded inside the 5 and able to get this out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Smith. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Down to about the 45.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
You know that old expression, it's not my my night, it hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Tannehill. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Back to throw, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Geno now to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Tannehill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return is Peterson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
New England's offense set to go.
And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. On 2nd and 9, Smith.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing now is Geno.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Smith going to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Tucker's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. A field goal won't help. They need a touchdown to send them to the Super Bowl as they've got it 1st and 10. Maybe a free play here for Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinch. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Tannehill. Pass complete to Chubb.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Tannehill. Open man is Jalen Darden.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Tannehill to throw. Finding Pascal. On the move past the 40.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now all eyes on the Patriots, trailing by a point. Exactly 1 minute remaining. A field goal could send them to the Super Bowl as they come up here on first down. Smith. He's got Pickens complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to find Jameson Williams, and it's second down. Now Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that's caught by Williams. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Smith now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, you're still at least 30 yards from realistic field goal range. You want to get the ball to the 38, but preferably the 35 or less to give your guy his best shot at putting it through the posts.
He's got this to Pickens. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now it's Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in an evenly contested AFC title game, that very likely was the kick that'll send them to the Super Bowl.
And that's why you and I are up in the booth. Can't even imagine the pressure he was under right there. I mean, that's a career definer. And he stepped up and calmly put it through the uprights.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the AFC champion has been crowned. On to the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New England Patriots.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Patriots, we know the sequence of events. Tom Brady leaves for Tampa. He wins Super Bowl 55. And the Patriots are kind of middle of the pack for 2 years. But they turn right around, win the AFC title, and now making their record 12th appearance in a Super Bowl.
And I certainly like how you set everything up there, partner, because it certainly felt from the outside that this run of titles was over over for this team, that they were going to fall into rebuilding mode. But how about this group? They still believed in themselves, and they made it back to the big game.
Meanwhile, it wasn't too long ago that the Atlanta Falcons were in the Super Bowl, and that's one that Falcon fans want to forget, 2017 Super Bowl 51. But now they're back in the big game for the third time in franchise history.
And there's no way we can get to this game without remembering a few of those details of that last Super Bowl appearance. They were up 28-3. Ended up losing in overtime to New England. Give them a ton of credit for putting that game behind them, getting back to the Super Bowl so soon. That shows a lot of character for this franchise.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. Taking in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Smith going to go to the air first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Throwing now is Carr. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 3-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out come the Patriots. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, here's Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Smith. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The Carr's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39, Carr. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Into the red zone, it's Carr.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Carr going to throw.
Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
York able to send this one through.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet,
You're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. To throw is Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Smith.
Pickens on the slant.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on second and 10. Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Carr going to try and throw on third down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Carr now on first down. Zaccheaus here hauling it in.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some stats get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Now Carr throwing on second down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now Carr. Complete to Zaccheaus. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Carr. Now that'll be caught by Kupp.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted.
And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
The Smith throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now Smith. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. He's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter. It's Barkley on the counter, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Open man is Uzomah.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ely, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing his Carr. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff. Barkley running left. And he gets it down. A yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. York able to send this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Patriots now down 6-3, 50 seconds to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on 1st down. Finds Pickens out right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Smith now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Smith. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Smith. On the move to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And now the timeout call.
So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Well, the Falcons have to be thinking, here we go again. But this time they'll get the ball first here in overtime as this Super Bowl is back underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, CD, we get to see the debut of the brand-new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game, the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Saquon Barkley running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Here's Carr. Open man here is Conklin.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, interceptions, they don't come much bigger than that. What a clutch pick here in overtime of the Super Bowl.
And just remember the overtime rules. If they score a touchdown there, this game is over. You don't even get another possession. So this could go down as a game saver and maybe the most important interception in the Super Bowl since Malcolm Butler saved New England against Seattle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Play action. It's Smith. He'll buy some time right. That's out to Hill. Right side complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time, and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
Smith will drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Smith. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. On third down, Herbert.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that.
One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment.
Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the second overtime now in the Super Bowl. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Carr. He's got Hamler on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she